Granddaddy P here. Good afternoon. All right. There's a lot to talk about today, so we'll start off with this one. IU. IU is considered a treasure, a national treasure in South Korea. And that makes sense. I get it. I really do. Good actress, good singer. I get it. Now, there's a granddad. Like me, I'm a granddad. But there's a granddad in the United States who is a big fan of IU's. Evidently a really big fan. Evidently he got in contact with her or her agency. I'm not sure exactly what he did, but good for him. He brought attention to himself, to IU, and she has invited him to one of her concerts when she's here in America. And you know what? Good for Grandpa. I think that's wonderful. I think that's great. I think what IU's doing is pretty nice. You know what? That's wonderful. Well, I'm a granddad too. And I do respect and I do appreciate IU. Mostly her acting. I like a song of hers here and there, but I'm not a huge K-pop listener all the time. You know, I'm old. I do listen from time to time, and I do like her. Like I said, mainly her acting. So I do realize that I'm probably never, ever going to get invited to anything that IU does, and I can respect that, and I know the reason. Number one, this probably never gets to her, and if it does, her agency probably blocks it from her vision, or I'm just not important enough. And that's probably the case. I'm just not important enough for this to get to her. I get that. That's fine. But I might be somewhat of a fan. Like I said, more of her acting than her singing. But I also speak from the heart. And I will say things that are not pleasing to her. Or doesn't put her on a pedestal if I think she's wrong. And lately, I think she's been wrong. At least on 2 occasions. When she changed the name of her song from Love Wins to Love Wins All, I thought that was compromising. I thought that was kowtowing to an obnoxious, small minority community. Also, when she came here and filmed a video for Holshi in LA, and she made sure to show trash blowing down the streets, piles of garbage. You know what? Those things exist in Korea. IU will never, ever film that stuff in Korea. But she wants to come to the United States, make a lot of money, and then trash my country. I didn't appreciate that. I don't know if she was thinking about that when she did it or not, but it's there. That being said, let's talk a little bit about the bright side of IU, because there's a lot more of that than there is negative. And I want to make sure everybody understands that. IU appears to be a really great person. She seems nice. She gives money away like water. She doesn't have to do this. But she's always donating to good causes. Donating to the less fortunate. And you know what? I wholeheartedly and strongly applaud that. So many who have so much don't give anything back. IU does. So let's never forget that. So go ahead and appreciate her. Consider her a national treasure in Korea. There's nothing wrong with that. Appreciate her acting. Appreciate her music. Be a big fan if you so desire. But don't forget, all of these people are human beings too. There is good, there is bad. In IU's case, despite what it looks like for me recently, despite that, there's mostly good. Much more good coming out of IU than not. So appreciate her. I do. Granddaddy P, signing out.